Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing Tea Street. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that this is one of my favorite mugs. I haven't used it in a long time, but it says, "Today is my new favorite day." Whatever day that is my new favorite day. Um, I wanted to come on this morning because I woke up to a news story about a traffic accident that caused a 6.5 hour, and it's still not over, traffic backup on 71 North, south of where I live, but 71 North. And it was a traffic backup because there had been some accidents in a construction zone, and they couldn't get the accident removed because it was in a zone. And so people literally were stuck from 10:30 last night until the news was on this morning at 6:30. They were still talking about it. People were still stuck in traffic. There was a mom who lives up not too far from where I live who had been stuck in traffic coming from Kings Island with her children since 10:30 last night. They had no snacks. She's got three children in a car with no snacks and no bathroom since 10:30 last night, and all they had was some water. And so that's where this message today came from. And to be real honest with you, it got so good to me that I decided I'm gonna turn this into my July sermon. And so this morning's topic is, don't skip the process of dancing in the detours. Good morning, Stephanie. Now, I came from an era in life where we had a festival in Atlanta, Georgia every year called Freaknik. When they did the video, my son reached out and said, "Mom, do I have anything to be worried about?" I responded in one word. He said, "But before they release this documentary, is there anything I should be worried about?" And my answer to him in one word was yes. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But when we would be driving down to Atlanta, oftentimes on 75, there was a traffic jam because there were hundreds of thousands of people trying to make their way south for this big festival. And inevitably, we would always pull over on the side of the road because they had detours, but it told us that if we took the detours, it would add another 2 hours to our trip. And so rather than taking the detours, no, we would pull over on the side and folks would take out big boom boxes and big speakers, and we would have a party on 75 South in the middle of the street. So today's topic, don't skip the process of dancing in the detours. All of us will have detours in life, but it's how we deal with those detours that really ultimately will determine how successful we are in the destination. Now, nobody likes a detour because anytime you do a detour, you assume that there's going to be addition to your time. Today's GPS will say this is still the fastest route. So take the detour. It's still faster than you would be if you got stuck in traffic. But many times we won't avail ourselves of detours. I came to tell somebody today that we shouldn't skip the process. Good morning, Miss Woods. Good morning, Miss Brown. That we should not skip the process of dancing in the detours. First, I want to say to you, detours are often divine, not accidental. Sometimes life takes us on a detour because it's meant for us to either avoid something or it's meant to give us a route that we need. So, whatever you do, treat it like it's divine and not accidental. I don't treat my detours like they're optional. I'm like, I must be meant to do this because life took me this direction, even though I thought I was going in this direction. Sometimes detours are divine and not accidental. Dance. Don't drag your way through the detours. Sometimes when life throws stuff at us, we have the worst attitude. Yeah, our attitude is, I'm going to do it, but I don't want to. Whatever you do, dance through the detours. When we would stop on the side of the road, nobody stayed in their cars for 6.5 hours. We danced in the middle of the street and hopped in people's trucks and did all kind of crazy stuff in the detour. And if we sometimes got off and went that way, there was traffic over there too. So we would stop again and dance in the detour. When we're going through the detours of life, it matters our attitude and our approach to those detours. We can go through life dragging and treating everything as though it's a punishment or oh woe is me. Or we can say, what can I get out of this season that will be useful? Which, by the way, takes me to the next point. Detours build what the destination requires. Every detour in life that I've ever had literally prepared me for my next. I've had hard times. People love to look at the Amazing T Street today. Y'all don't understand what it means to get on planes and travel across this country while my son was homeless and in the streets and not knowing where he was. And I had to trust God in that season. And what God was building in me was a resilience, not just resilience. People use that word a lot, not just resilience, but a fortitude that made me stronger than I even knew I could be. That all of life's easy ways would never have given me. I remember asking God, Lord, why did you allow my life, my adolescence, my early adulthood to be so hard? And he said, it wasn't for you and it wasn't for then. It was for that which I have placed in you now. You would not be the Amazing T Street today had you not taken the detours of life that I placed divinely in your pathway to make you ready for your destination. I don't know about you, but that was a good word. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Mike Nicholson. That was a good word for me. I told you I'm turning this into my what? My July sermon. And finally, I will say to you, whatever you do, don't rush the rhythm. Don't rush the rhythm. Everybody wants to get through the detour just to say you got through it. Don't rush the rhythm. What does that mean, T? Sometimes we want to get out of it so bad that we push through some things that we're supposed to work through. We're not supposed to run through it. We're supposed to work through it. Because do you know the purpose of a weight? The weight of a detour is sometimes meant to make you stronger. But if you skip the process and you rush through the rhythm of the detour, you don't get the strength that comes out on the other end. That was good, wasn't it, y'all? So, whatever you do, don't skip the process of dancing in the detours. Detours are divine, not accidental. Dance, don't drag your way through the detours. Change your attitude about the detours. Detours build what the destination requires. And whatever you do, don't rush the rhythm of the detours. I'm the Amazing T Street, but y'all already know there's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me. There's not in each and every one. Good morning, Deaconess Wendy. I love me some you, girl. I just wanted to tell you there's nothing amazing in me. There's not in each and every one of you. Today, whatever you do, don't skip the process of dancing in the detours. Have an amazing day, y'all.